Tonight on Pool Spa Life Australia, this is a vinyl above ground pool that's in ground and it could save you thousands of dollars. Choosing the right pool tiles in a studio that comes to you, could your pool gate cost you your compliance certificate? And the best in class with robots. So if you have a pool at home or if you're thinking about putting a pool or spa in, this series is for you. Welcome to Pool Spa Life Australia. Now, if you're watching our little show, chances are you sit into one of three categories. You've either got an amazing, beautiful family pool all set up, which you absolutely love. You've got an older pool, which you're looking to renovate and do some sprucing up on. Or you're sitting on the fence of whether or not to buy a brand new swimming pool and have it put in at your place after a long, hot summer. Well, we're going to say, get a pool, it'll be the best investment you ever make. Well, we focus a lot on this show on concrete pools and fiberglass pools, but what do you know about above ground pools? There are a lot of advantages to having an above ground pool installed, and there's a bloke in this house which has all of the answers. Good morning, Heath, how you going?
Morning, Walt.
Great to meet you. I mean, this is so beautiful. Are you telling me that this is an above ground pool, but it's kind of in ground?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realise that these pools can go in ground, achieving a result like this one here.
Yeah.
As well as above ground and half in ground and partially.
It's incredible. It's an incredible concept. So you're from Pools Above and you're an installer and you install Stearns pools, right? So they've been around for, I think it's over 80 years.
They have, yeah, a long time.
I mean, it's an incredible process. When you think to the traditional above ground pool, you think, you know, back in the old days, cheap, tacky rubber, a frame in the backyard that you use for one summer and then it's basically got a hole and it's done. These days, it's like a 5-star luxury
changed.
Resort pool. What's the benefits of above ground?
Well, there's just so many different shapes and sizes now that we can do. Above ground, as we spoke about, now in ground, half, partially in ground, different colours we can offer.
And the benefit is that they're a fraction of the price of having like a concrete pool sprayed in and form worked in and everything. And
they are, yeah.
And that's the big selling point, isn't it?
Very versatile and different applications. So because they can go in ground, because they can go above, they can be set on sloping sites. They can be installed very well on minimal access sites.
Yeah.
So we only need doorway access.
Because you bring the entire swimming pool through on a pallet essentially through the home if you can't get around the back, is that right?
Doorway access.
You know, there's going to be a real trend towards this because cost of living has taken a real chunk out of our budgets this last couple of years. And, you know, as we start to come out of that real trauma of it, people are going, you know what, I don't want to do another long hot summer with my family without a pool. And having something like this installed, I mean, you can see this one has some minor excavation and it's inset into the ground, but what's the basic structure? It's a vinyl flooring, isn't it?
It's steel construction swimming pool. Steel construction.
Right.
And vinyl lined, heavy duty vinyl lining.
Yeah.
There's really no...
There's no downside.
There's no downside.
Pools Above, you go around Melbourne and Victoria, and obviously you're installing the Stearns products, but you also look at renovating. So if people have got an older pool, for example, the old kidney-shaped pools from the 80s, and their kids have used that, but now the grandkids are starting to come back. They're like, we need to refresh this a little bit. You can come in and put a vinyl over the top of the old one, is that right?
Yeah, we take that. Well, we take the other one out. We renovate the swimming pool.
Just do the whole lot.
Rejuvenate it. Yep. Just change the colour. We've got entry steps now that people opt for as well.
Yeah, tell me about these because they're fantastic. Because you know you just have a steel ladder, didn't you, into the old sort of.
Yeah, and we had a big calling for ease of entry and access, and maybe seats inside the pool.
Yeah.
So now we've just introduced a new product that we can colour match to the liner.
I mean, Stearns pools. Really, when you look at this product, you know, you can ship all over Australia, so that's the beauty of it. And you know, I know if you go to their website, you can just kind of find a local installer for your place because you do want an installer to do it. Take the pain out of being a pool builder.
Well, personally, I believe you do.
Yeah, well, you would because you're from Pools Above.
Stearns would say you can DIY yourself.
In terms of versatility, those people have always thought that they're restricted on having a swimming pool. This just takes away any of that worry.
That's right. Yeah. Obviously, ease of access, ease to bringing the pool to site and assembly on site, has just opened it up to a lot of different applications and people to enjoy their swimming pools.
I love this idea. What about the colour scheme? Because they always used to be a bit ugly, the colours. Are they?
Well, there's many different colours of choice, right through your blues, your greys, your beige.
Yeah.
You know, the choice is yours. Everyone has a different choice.
I mean, this just makes sense, doesn't it? Right? So this whole concept has really turned my notion of pool ownership on its head. This is offering the opportunity for those people who have always gone, we can't have a pool, we've got no access, there's no way to get a crane over, or people that have said, we can't afford a pool. I mean, now you can, and these pools are beautiful. You can start looking at the colours, get an idea of pricing, have a look at their range. It's all on their website at stearnspools.com.au. And remember too, that all of this beautiful stuff is Australian made.
Tell by the shoes and down south blues, a smooth cat like me got nothing to lose, cause I'm an outlaw.
Well, today I'm in the beautiful inner west of Sydney town. 39 degrees, perfect weather for pools and spas. And it got me thinking how excited I am to bring you this next story, because I have worked on, in, around and renovated houses for over a decade now. Many of those have had pools and spas as well. And if you have a property that has a body of water like a pool or spa, there is one thing you have to absolutely nail at the start, up front, before you even start thinking about building your pool, and that is choosing your pool tiles and your pool surrounds. From the legally required coping tiles through to the underwater look and feel of your pool tiles, through to the gorgeous natural travertine that you'll have surrounding the pool that you put your barbecue on and your sun lounges. You've got to get it right, because if you stuff this up, and by the way, you've got to do this early, you can put the entire project in jeopardy. So where do you go to get inspiration and to buy all of this stuff from? Well, here is where all the Instagrammers come, the TV shows, the posh designers and the posh builders. They all come here. It is called the Pool Tile Company. Katie, hello.
Hey there, how are you all? Nice
Good
to meet you.
Yeah, you too. I mean, this is my vibe. This is probably one of the most exciting parts of any pool build, right? You get to come in and choose your tiles. I've got so many questions for you today, but let's start with what do you think's trending for 2026? Like, what are people going to be putting in?
Definitely your kind of coastal resort tones and colours, so your travertines.
Still.
Yes.
Still.
Yep, still very, very popular, and probably that kind of Balinese tone as well has been quite
Interesting.
popular. So I suppose different locations, but definitely resort, coastal, travertine tones, those warmer tones are definitely trending.
It's fascinating, because when you looked maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago, it was a very different colour palette, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you know?
probably more in the darker tones, where that's definitely flipped, and it's definitely more in the warmer tones.
Yeah, I mean, I love tile, I love pool tiles, I love the travertine oyster grey. That's definitely what I've got it in my house now. I had it around my old pool and everything.
Yes.
Where do you start when you're thinking about, because it's not just the tiles inside the pool?
You know, when you talk to people, it's like, what tones and colours are you looking for? Working out what matches with their home as well. And again, most people have a bit of an idea, have some images from our Instagram page, they might have some Pinterest photos. So that's a great place to start when we look at your coping, waterline, surround tiles as well, and also the colour of your water will also determine what sort of tones and colours we're looking at as well.
So can you, like, if people got no idea about colour palettes and things, can you help them choose stuff?
100%. So the way the store's set up, we will have it set up in warm, cooler tones. We talk about natural stone, we talk about porcelains. Again, with your tones, with your waterline tiles, are you after, as I said, that coastal tone where you might be going for the whites, you might be going for more the creamy sort of tones, or are you going Balinese where you're looking at those green tones?
Yeah.
And you may be then using those sort of, silver travertines to match up with that Balinese look as well.
It's like having your own stylist and interior designer. Then when you come here and you can just milk and mine all of your skills and
100%.
career knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pool Tile Company, so the reason I love you, well, several reasons. By you, I mean the company.
Yes,
of
yeah.
course. I love you, of course. But, you're an Australian family-run business, right? So it's humble beginnings.
Yes, 22 years.
22 years. You've kept it all in Australia. So the big point of difference for you guys, you essentially have a mobile showroom in a van that you open up.
So it's a mini version of this showroom. So it just allows people, we can grab, samples, we can leave samples with them. We can then put those colours and tones up to their house. So again, seeing something in a showroom and seeing something in your home can make a big difference in regards to picking your tones and colours.
And I've renovated houses, like this is my jam, and you just never know. Every time you collect a sample from the shop and you take it into your own light, it looks different.
100%.
The reflections from the houses next door, the shape of the trees, the colour of the trees.
And it makes a difference because I think, peace of mind, that looks great at your place, and I think that will help you sort of, narrow down which tones and colours you want to pick.
And what's your website? Have a plug.
The website is thepooltilecompany.com.au.
Perfect, that's unreal. Thanks for showing me around here today. I am 100% taking a couple of samples back to Melbourne with me. I look forward to putting my next pool. I will be hitting you guys up.
We're happy to help you out.
Thanks again, Katie.
See you soon. Bye.
Now, if you caught season 1 of this show, you would remember that we went to visit a glass manufacturing plant in Sydney called Palmer's Glass. And we followed huge sheets of glass as they were cut to shape, custom order, using water jets in the most fascinating process. We then saw them cut out the shapes for the Polaris hinges, and then we loaded them onto a truck. Well, this house behind me here in northern Sydney received those glass fences, and now it is all set up in situ and looks so beautiful. So I thought I'd bring you guys in for a bit of a follow-up and a bit of a nosy around this place. Hey Rob, good to see you, mate.
You too.
How are you? Been well?
Very well, thank you, yeah.
Has life changed much since I was out at the factory?
Oh, no, pretty busy, same, putting glass in as usual.
Putting glass in. Well, it was an amazing day when we came to look around your place last time, and I was pressing all these buttons and sending glass through heat treatments and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Bit of a big deal in the glass manufacturing industry world now.
Yeah.
No, not really. But this is it, and so this is where it ended up.
Yes.
Tell me about this project. It's beautiful.
Okay, yes, this home here, we got asked to come in. People have been here for about 18 years. Decided to sell, so they needed a pool fence. They've never had a compliant pool fence, so they got
back in the day it would have been all good because you've got 6-foot fences everywhere, right?
Yeah, so they didn't feel the need, but obviously now that's on the market, they've had the need, and we've been lucky enough to come down and do it.
So you guys install as well as manufacture. There's not many people that have that end-to-end process, right? So that's what Palmer's are specialists in.
Yeah.
So you manufactured this glass, shipped it on your own transport, and then installed it. So what was the setup here? Obviously we've got spigots all around.
Yep.
And how many panels do we have roughly?
There's about 14 in this one, with
Yeah.
a few little ones and things, couple of gates with the Polaris hinges, our standard square satin core drilled spigots. So
Yeah.
it's all here, and all low iron glass as well. So
this
one-
glass looks super clear.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the green tinge around
No.
it. Is that a special type?
Yeah, so that's an upgrade for an option, which a lot of people do choose now because it gives you that clarity.
And in terms of the hardware, now obviously we followed you cutting out profiles for Polaris hinges.
Yep.
So have you put those on in this build?
Yes, so the Polaris hinges are right behind you back there, which that's all we use in our pool fences because obviously they're the best on the market, and
Yeah.
they serve us well.
So on a new fence, which of the Polaris would you use? Is it the 125s?
Yeah, we do use the 125s, but we get a lot of call for the 155s, the retrofits, so we do a lot of them as well. But yeah, generally speaking, the 125s are very popular. Yep.
And from a homeowner who's watching this, who's about to perhaps get a pool installed, what's the benefit of having a soft closed hinge?
Yeah, just exactly that. Like, so you're not slamming, take away that when the gust of wind, it pulls it in, soft close, no risk of damage, breakage, anything like that. So it's a really good product to go with.
Because what happens to the structure of the fence over time with all the slamming and the rattling without a soft closer?
Yeah, well, eventually something's going to give. The latch will probably loosen, the hinges will drop, or the spigot will loosen. Something's going to give when it's slamming the whole time. But with this soft close action, you don't have any problems.
Is there danger of the glass breaking if it's slamming?
Of course, if it's bad enough and a big enough gust of wind, the gate could blow, or the panel beside it could go as well. So it can definitely happen.
As a pool fencing expert dealing in glass, what are the top 2 things you would recommend as tips for homeowners who are thinking or have glass installed?
Well, number one's the hinge. Like the hinges are super important because of the compliance.
Yeah.
If they're not functioning, if they're not closing, if they get inspected, you're going to get knocked back every day. And secondly, just to maintain your spigots and keep your glass nice and clean. That's probably the two things I'd suggest that are most important.
There's a bit of a misnomer about glass that, you know, you've got to be constantly cleaning it to keep it clean. Are there any sort of tips is there any things you can use, spray-on cleaners? Because there's a few things on the market. What would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of ongoing, you know, it's not regular, but it's ongoing.
Yeah.
And there's Enduro Shields, there's products you can put on as well, which can make it a lot easier to clean.
It's been fascinating to have a look at how the glass is manufactured and cut to shape, have the profiles cut out for the Polaris hinges and everything. And I know Palmer's, you're so big all over Sydney and New South Wales doing this. You've really nailed that art of that customisable glass. And the Polaris hinge for you, it's a natural fit, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. And that's our job, to custom make things, to make things work for customers, which is our industry.
Thank you so much, mate. PolarisHinge.com.au is where you'll find the range of hinges that you can actually use on the glass, and check which one might be best for your place, or speak to someone who manufactures and installs like Palmer's Glass as well if you're in New South Wales. Now, did you bring your bikini?
There we go.
I mean, over the years, owning swimming pools has gotten a lot easier. The amount of work you have to do has been reduced. The amount of things like inputs, so chemicals, lotions and potions, that's all reduced. And in many ways, pools are becoming a lot smarter. They do the thinking for you. So essentially, pool ownership has got a whole lot easier. And like many households now have robot vacuum cleaners trundling around the place, collecting the dust and the dog hair and the debris, many pool owners also have robot pool cleaners in their pool, which for the most part work in a bit of a similar fashion. But how do you make sure you're choosing the right model for your pool?
Feel like I'm finding peace and melody.
Justin, great to meet you, mate. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Walt.
So, beautiful day, sunny day, suburban Melbourne. This is an epic pool build. I mean, it's small, but it's beautiful. This is one of your elite network of builders, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's been built by Matt from Swimco out in Nuttawatty.
And they're a Matronics, like they're a favourable supplier, aren't they? Because they build and supply premium stuff.
They do. They're one of our elite builders. So yes, one of the premium builders.
So white pools, as beautiful as they are and as on trend as they are, they come with their own set of challenges, don't they, when it comes to keeping them clean? Because I've had one, I can speak from experience, a layer of dust, dirt every morning on your ledges and on your steps. What have you done to sort this homeowner out?
We've put in an M700 Dolphin robotic pool cleaner with a really ultra fine filter, which really helps to get all that dust and dirt, all the really fine dirt off the bottom of the pool.
That's the thing, because if you don't have that level of fine particulate filtration, it sucks it in and catches the leaves and stuff, it spits the dirt back out again.
Straight back into the pool.
Straight back into the pool, into your filters, and they work even harder. But I noticed that these guys, they don't have any suction line. Like, where are you sending all the water? Like, how does it work?
Well, all the water's being filtrated through the robot, but essentially all of the debris and fine dust are being caught into the basket.
Right, so there's nothing to do with the pump, nothing to do with the pool's filtration system.
Not at all. It works totally independent from the filtration system as part of the pool.
So presumably then I can go to the shop, buy one of these, put it in the water, turn it on, and off it goes, yeah?
Simple plug and play. It's putting a lot less stress and pressure on the pump, but also the filtration system, because all the dust, dirt and debris is being caught in the basket. So then simply you pull the robot out, open the lid, pull out the basket, empty it into the bin, give it a quick hose out, and then she's ready to go again.
Obviously there's like a couple of features you must have. You've got to have that checklist. What are some of them?
Some of the features would definitely be via the app, setting it up with Bluetooth and also Wi-Fi.
So they're all app controlled these days, aren't they?
Completely controlled via your phone, which is fantastic. You can set up a daily timer or a weekly timer, the start and finish times. You can also turn the lights on and off if you wanted to run it at night time.
How on earth do you choose the right model for your pool? Because this is probably what, 6-7 meters maybe?
Yeah, it's probably 6 or 7 meters by about 3 wide.
Yeah. If I've got a bigger pool or even smaller pool, how do you know that you're not going overkill, or how do you know that you're not going to buy a product which is actually not going to manage your size?
One of the really good ways that Matronics do this is you can jump onto the My Dolphin website. You can put in the size, the shape, and the finish of your pool, and it'll give you a good, better, best option. So there's really a Dolphin for every home budget.
It's like a selector compare tool.
Absolutely.
That is genius.
And you can actually book in a demo. And what we'll do is we'll have our local retailer come out, bring the robot out to your backyard, put it in, and talk you through the features and benefits on how it works to make sure that we get the right robot for you.
So if you're not already on board with the Dolphin range of robots from Matronics, get on board. It is a smart move in a literal and a physical sense. And being able to use a selector tool on your device to be able to shortlist which one might work for you is genius. And of course, being able to demo it at home in your own pool is a game changer. You'll find all those details on their website. It is mydolphin.com.au.
And the whole world just went stereo.
Well, that is just about all we have time for on today's show. Remember, if you are thinking about putting a pool or spa in, always choose a SPASA member. If you've liked the ideas from today's show or across the entire series, you can just jump onto our website. It is poolspalive.com.au. There you'll find links to add us on Facebook and Instagram. Until the next time, take care and swim safe.